We're at 6507 Meis Avenue in College Hill, going from doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're going from the stack in the rear, just inside the basement door. We're going to push this all the way out to the main. We're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, anything that may be an issue for the potential buyer. So the stack is cast iron. It's copper up above, and it goes down into cast iron. And I'm expecting this to probably be cast iron under the floor and switch over to clay once it exits the building. It actually looks like it is clay underneath the floor the whole time, so as soon as it gets to the bottom of the stack, it switches over to clay pipe.
That's going to go all the way to the street.
A little bit of water here, it's not a concern. Normally you have a little bit of, the pipe's a little flat inside the house. That's normal. Usually put minimum pitch on a pipe. Everything looks open so far.
Let me know if anything goes on.
Now it looks like we are in some cast iron here. So I don't know if this was a repair.
Will you move from a cast iron to?
No, I think that's just built up on the side over the years. I think this is still clay. It's just kind of hard to tell. It does look like cast iron with the buildup. But all the pipe looks fine so far. I don't see any issues. No standing water, no solids.
Actually, I'm surprised it was as old as it is, to be honest.
A lot of the white stuff along the bottom of the pipe, that's like grease or like laundry detergent, the softener. It's sometimes that'll leave a little bit of a buildup on the pipe. It's not an issue. It's not causing any problems. It's very easy to notice.
Probably is.
Well,
Well, they got all this stuff.
Are they using these?
I think so.
That ain't, hose ain't connected.
I think they, I mean, like I said, I don't know. I had everything done, I bought the wire, the hoses and everything for it, so.
So now we look like we're back in clay. And we're dropping off pretty sharply, and I imagine we're heading straight down towards the main. We are almost 100 feet out, so we should be getting close to the main. Looks like the incline, we've got about a 7% grade. So I imagine we're diving down to get to the main. It's right here at this turn.
One of these things work right.
Yeah, so
Which direction would that be going for the front of the house?
I believe this is going towards the front. So with the intersection there, maybe it goes further than I thought. So now we have, there's some green pipe here. That is newer SDR. That is, got some stuff on front of the camera there. So this green stuff is usually an indication it's been repaired by MSD. You can see the offset there and the repair. The black stuff on top of the pipe there is a boot that they use to connect it.
So that's underneath the street.
You in the street now?
Yeah. So it looks like we're dumping into the main.
Okay.
Now, and we just made a, we are at an intersection, so sometimes they do some weird
The responsibility
direction
now
changes.
is the city right here, right? It was sitting on the good.
Okay, so I believe we've made it all the way to the main. We're 100 and almost 130 feet out. It's just this last turn before it drops in, where the green pipe started, is should be well onto the property through on MSD's property. So, but we're going to go ahead and get a locate to verify. I'm going to pause the video so that there's not a bunch of dead airspace here. Okay, so this is making a left and dropping into the main. We are right at the curb line on the other side of the street. So we're going to go ahead and pull back to finish up the inspection. Everything looked really good on the way out structurally. You can tell where MSD made the repair on the main. Probably the tap or something had dropped and was causing a little bit of an issue. So they just replaced it from the tap back about 10 feet. But the line looked in really good shape, especially for the age. And I didn't see any structural issues. I mean, there's a couple little tiny offsets in the pipe, which is normal for a line this age. It's actually more because the way that they assemble these pipes, they're only 3-foot sections, and to get them to get lower, they would kind of rotate them inside like a male-female connection, just to be able to get low. And so that was the fitting, but a lot of times they kind of just rotate the pipe down using those connections just a little bit at a time. But all this stuff seems to look really good. I am surprised at the cast iron outside after going from clay to cast iron. So probably sometime before like 1980, this was replaced. Sure, the house is a lot older than that, but they used a lot of cast iron in the 60s. Usually before that they used clay, and after that, up until they started using PVC. So, but the line looks good. That little bit of water is not an issue. Camera lens is only about a ½ inch off the bottom of the pipe, so even when the lens gets underwater, it's not very neighbored. These lines are 6 inch in diameter normally, so ½ inch water in that big of a pipe, even then isn't a big issue. Okay, so as you can see, we've just exited the pipe again. Again, to reiterate, everything looked good structurally, no root intrusion, no structural issues. It's in all, everything, the flow line was unobstructed, so it's a clean bill of health. So that's going to be the end of the inspection at 6507 Meis Avenue.